Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're diving deep into the financials of a global fast food giant. You see them everywhere, you know their jingle, and you've probably craved their secret recipe chicken. That's right, we're talking about KFC. How did a small roadside motel restaurant from Kentucky become a multi-billion-dollar empire with over 25,000 locations worldwide? Let's crunch the numbers and find out. The story starts with Colonel Harlan Sanders. He wasn't a business mogul from the start. In fact, he was in his 60s when he began franchising his Kentucky Fried Chicken concept. This is our first key financial lesson: the power of franchising. Instead of using his own capital to build every single restaurant, Sanders licensed his recipe and brand to independent operators for a fee. This asset-light model allowed for explosive growth without massive upfront investment. KFC could expand rapidly across the country, and later the world, while franchisees put up the capital for land, buildings, and equipment. To win-win. Franchisees get a proven business model, and the parent company gets a steady stream of high-margin royalty and franchise fees. Now, let's fast forward. KFC is now part of Yum! Brands, which also owns Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. This is a brilliant portfolio strategy. By owning multiple distinct brands, Yum! Mitigates risk. One brand faces a downturn, the others can help stabilize the company's overall revenue. Think about it. Consumer tastes change. A new competitor might challenge Taco Bell. But people are still lining up for KFC. This diversification creates a much more resilient and predictable financial structure. Looking at Yum! Brands' financial reports, you'll see KFC consistently contributing a massive chunk of the company's global system sales, often leading the pack in international markets. Speaking of international markets, KFC's success in China is a legendary business case study all on its own. When KFC entered China in 1987, it didn't just copy and paste its American menu, it adapted. They introduced local flavors like egg tarts and rice kanji. They chose prime real estate locations and created a dining experience that felt aspirational to Chinese consumers at the time. This localization strategy was a huge financial gamble, but it paid off spectacularly. Today, KFC has thousands of stores in China, and it's one of the most dominant fast food brands in the country. The financial takeaway here is critical. Understanding and adapting to local markets isn't just a marketing trick. It's a core driver of long-term revenue growth and profitability. But it hasn't all been smooth sailing. KFC has faced intense competition from brands like Popeyes and Chick-fil-A, especially in its home market, the US. They've also had to navigate changing consumer preferences towards healthier eating. So how do they respond financially? They invest. We're talking about huge investments in marketing, bringing back the Colonel as a central figure in their ads to reconnect with their heritage. They also invest in product innovation, introducing new items like chicken sandwiches to compete directly with rivals. And importantly, they're pouring money into technology, things like digital ordering, delivery apps, and loyalty programs. These aren't just expenses. They are strategic investments designed to retain customers, increase order frequency, and ultimately, drive that top-line revenue growth. So, what can we learn from KFC's financial journey? First, the power of a scalable business model like franchising. Second, the stability that comes from portfolio diversification. Third, the incredible upside of smart international expansion and localization. And finally, the necessity of continuous investment in marketing and technology to stay competitive. From a single pressure cooker to a global phenomenon, KFC's story is a masterclass in financial strategy. It shows that a good product is just the beginning. Building a lasting empire requires brilliant financial engineering. What do you think is the most impressive part of KFC's financial success? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the businesses that shape our world. See you in the next one.